We can keep on fighting fraud, or we can reward the fraudsters.
That's Vice President JD Vance in Milwaukee today, speaking at the 128th Air National Guard Refueling Wing. He's talking about the administration's efforts to combat fraud. TMJ4's Mike Biermeister spoke with people at that event, like Matt, and those who were protesting outside, like Luann. They're on opposite sides of this vice presidential visit.
In Vice President JD Vance's second trip to Wisconsin this year, he used his time to focus on the administration's work in combating fraud.
When you pay your tax dollars, it goes to the people who need it, not to the fraudsters.
Inside the 128th Air National Guard Refueling Wing, Vice President JD Vance used his role as chair of the administration's anti-fraud task force to target what he called widespread abuse in federal programs.
That the people's government exists to fight for the people and not the fraudsters.
The vice president focused on alleged fraud in Medicare, medical equipment billing, skin graft reimbursements, and prenatal care programs. On Wednesday, he also announced a new investigation into alleged abuse of the H-1B visa program, a program that allows companies to hire foreign workers for specialized jobs when they cannot find qualified American workers.
American jobs ought to go to American workers and not foreign fraudsters, and the Department of Labor is fighting back against it.
It's a message that resonated with attendees like Matt Leppert, who said he wants to see Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers work more closely with the administration.
Make sure everybody's legal to vote. Make sure everybody's legal to be on Medicaid, SNAP. I don't know why these are controversial.
Outside the event, protesters pushed back against the vice president's message.
And I want him to know that we're not believing what he's saying about fraud, waste, and abuse. It's people needing health care. That's what he's doing. He's cutting that. So we want him to know that we are on to that. We're on to that, and we want that to stop.
Again, this is the vice president's second stop to the Badger State. Earlier in February, he was in Plover speaking at a manufacturing facility, and just last month, President Donald Trump was speaking up in Chippewa Falls. So we're certainly starting to see more of the administration visit here as we get closer to elections. For TMJ4 News, I'm Mike Biermeister.
As we reported yesterday, Milwaukee Mayor Cavalier Johnson invited the vice president to tour Milwaukee's election facilities instead of just attacking election integrity here. Here's how Vance addressed that invitation.
So when I hear a guy protesting out of nowhere, I did not do any election fraud, it makes me wonder, why is that guy protesting so aggressively? It's a little odd.
Johnson reacted to Vance, saying, quote, rather than addressing the real questions, the vice president digresses into stories about his child. So I'll ask again, what evidence is there of voter fraud in Milwaukee?